Let me go ahead and get right into this. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was really asking myself if I wanted to address this or not. And I know my alarm clock is getting ready to go off here in a minute. Um, because it's gonna be gym time. But I wanted to address this real quick. Um, you know how sometimes you see some things and you kind of like, man, don't even say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just your point of view. It's just your opinion. It don't even matter. But I think this is one of those situations where um, I kind of got to give myself tough love. I kind of got to push myself to do some things. So, um, good morning, good morning. I wanted to address these two gentlemen, um, and I hope that they take this respectfully. I hope that they listen. This is not to force them to do anything. This is not to make them do anything, but this is just to kind of give my perspective from an outsider looking in. Um, you gentlemen have a gift, and your gift is the power of creation, the power of voice. Not only can you create content, but you can combat others who have different perspectives and different narratives. For that, man, I salute you both. I think that you guys um, can really take your platforms to higher links. Um, Let me address you guys collectively and individually. Um, Let me start with Gravity Takeout. Gravity Takeout, you have my condolences. Now, I don't know too many men um, that will be able to go, you know what I'm saying, and kind of talk to his people and let his people know um, step by step what's going on. So either you got a great love for your platform or that's how you're grieving. And no one can tell you how to grieve due to the loss of a child. So I have to one salute you because you trust your platform enough to share that intimate detail. And then two, I have to respect that's your grieving process. And I don't think no one should be able to take that from you. Um, I watched your video and I watch you kind of say, hey, look, I'm getting ready to go take this from positivity. I'm getting ready to get down in the dirt. I'm getting ready to get muddy or whatever. And you said some things that I kind of resonate with because I think we both kind of been on two different lanes, but trying to promote the same end state. And I've watched people kind of take the word positivity and kind of drag it through the mud because it's like, how dare you talk positivity? How dare you speak to me in that tone type? And it's like people love to take shots at you when you say anything about positivity or leadership or building. It's always the opposite, and I've been real meticulous about how I promote what it is that I promote when it comes to tough love. But I can't imagine, you know, um, I've lost a child, but it's never been to that stage before. It's due to miscarriages, but never to that particular stage. So I can't imagine how you're feeling. I'm sure it's a lot of anger. I'm sure it's a lot of anxiety. I'm sure it's a lot of stress. I know you have your belief in God. You say, hey, you and your girl are good, but that has to be a painful thing. So, I think in this particular time, you know, this is just me from the outside looking out. I'm calling for a ceasefire. I'm saying that I think that this is the time where, due to the loss of a child, regardless of any YouTube beef or any YouTube, back and forth, I think this would be a perfect time to show black women, black men, our community ceasefire. We have a cutoff point. We have a stoppage point. I heard you say, hey, listen, Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high, and it's like now you like, hey, all bets are off if you've done this, you've reached this low, and I get it, and I understand. I understand correcting the wrongness, what has been done to you. I get it. I get it. I understand wanting to um, stand up to the bully and to be man enough to say you're not about to do whatever you're gonna do to me. And I get that. I get it. But don't lose who you are. And I'm not saying that, what I'm saying, the savagery is not a part of all of us as men. But don't in this particular time, it's easy to lose yourself. And when I say yourself, it's easy to go back and promote something that you haven't been, promoting. Um, but hopefully you take it for what it's worth, man. You know. I'm glad that you're able to be there with your significant other, and you're not overseas somewhere, or you're not somewhere far on a ship or something. You're right there. Again, you chose to share an intimate moment in real time, step by step, and you chose to show your people, hey, this is what's going on. So hey, that again, you must really trust your platform. You know what I'm saying? And you must really not give a damn what other people have to say. And that's great, you know. But I don't think I'd have been strong enough to do that. Because I realize people kind of take advantage of when you show vulnerability, when you let them in your home, you know. So I really hope that, you and your significant other, you heal. Again, my condolences. And I hope that Mr. Skinny is going to take what I say into some consideration. Again, I'm not telling him what to do or he better do this or whatever, but I'm hoping that the next thing that I say, he takes into consideration. Mr. Skinny, um, you remind me of a lot of my family members that I know, brother. They have this edge to them. They're witty. They're on their feet, um, and they all have this key knack for being able to combat certain things, being able to kind of, what I'm saying, get into the fuckery, what I'm saying, to a certain level, to a certain extent. And I get you feel a certain type of way. You may feel like, certain men are the nucleus to the problems that you may be having, and you want to make an example out of people. I definitely understand that and I get that. But I'm hoping that this calls for just a ceasefire for one day, man. There's a lot of people. Whether I listened to, I listened and I went back and I read you guys' comments, and I did that because I wanted to see how many people were going to say, yeah, I believe that too, Nurse Petty. I went back and I read your guys' comments, and I wanted to hear, I wanted to see if people was going to tell Gravity take out, hey man, heal. Take your time to heal. Maybe I would have, went back and recorded later or something or whatever. But this is intimate. But again, if his platform is a part of his life, he said, hey, you guys were there during the birth of my other child, and you went, to my father's gravesite. You see my, so that, his platform is a part of his life, and he's promoting that. You know what I'm saying? And it may be times where we feel like, well, this is something you shouldn't promote. We can't really tell him, how to grieve. We can't tell him, that maybe it's something somebody gonna say in the comments that's going to keep him from really taking it there. So sometimes when people reach out and they do videos, man, it's not just because they're the strongest all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need, some genuine love. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I saw a couple. I think I saw a lot of people provide genuine love, but there were a lot of people questioning, well, why are you live? If this situation has happened, why are you live? And the thing about it is, for him, maybe that's how he gets through the situation. To be honest with you, maybe that's how he get through the situation. You know, and I understand. Being Mr. Skinny is like, okay, well, to me, you're an op. To me, you're, a person where we've been kind of going back and forth. So now, all bets are off the table, whatever. But they want to see us fight. They want to see us talk about each other's children and their parents and disrespect one another. They want to see us fight. And I'm just hoping that what I say resonates with you two guys. If you guys could just say, hey, for 24 hours, man, I'm not going to talk about you. I'm not going to talk about your children. I'm not going to talk about your character. I'm gonna let bygones be bygones just for 24 hours, man, just due to the circumstances, due to everybody's watching right now. You have the voice and the ear of these YouTube streets. To me, this is a great time to say, hey, listen, as a man, I respect the situation enough to cease fire. As a man, I respect the situation enough to say, I don't even want my subscribers in on this. I can't imagine rooting for someone or against someone that just lost a child. You know what I'm saying? This is YouTube. People are gonna say a bunch of stuff to. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're gonna say a bunch of stuff that's gonna be disrespectful. They're gonna say a bunch of stuff to get up on your skin, and they're gonna, for some reason, when it comes to Black YouTube, it's like I'm going to. I don't know when not to cross the line. All the lines get blurred for some reason. Um, I'm hoping that you guys can find it meaningful to say, hey, I'm gonna let you grieve. I'm gonna let you have a day, to yourself without attacking you, you attacking me, us attacking our children, us doing all of this negativity because they want to see us go back and forth, and then for one day, can we not give them that pleasure? It's not worth the views, it's not worth the clicks, it's not worth the donations. For one day, can we lead our people to say, man, listen, for one day I ain't even worrying about that. For one day I'm not even involving myself in that. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. You know, um, the loss of a child is a significant thing. And I know a lot of parents that will definitely say, myself included, that, that's one of the most painful things you could do is lose your child. Because everybody wants their child to grow up big and strong and be productive citizens and go live their best life. And when their life is cut short, there's a grieving process. We can laugh and joke and we can be acting like we're the strongest ever and yada yada, but there's a grieving process. And here's the thing, Gravity may be super strong. He may be able to come online and be like, hey, yeah, I'm just, you know, you know, almost kind of like business as usual. But we don't know what that lady is going through. And to even I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never been around anyone um where both of the parents were that strong. I've had soldiers in that situation where both of the parents, I mean soldiers, combat certified, where both of the parents were not that strong. You know what I'm saying? So my thing about it is, instead of giving extra energy towards negativity, let's send some encouragement, man. Let's say, hey, let me give you a day so you can breathe. Let me give you 2 days so you can breathe. And then, you know what I'm saying? It's just not worth it. It's so much more content out there. We don't have to go at each other. We don't have to disrespect one another. We can say, hey, listen, man, go handle your business. I'm gonna give you 48 hours, but then I'm back on your ass. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for both of you guys. I don't want you guys to lose yourself trying to promote a narrative that we don't need to be promoting as black men. I don't want you guys to take it there, because I'm gonna tell you right now, when you start talking about people's children and they're in the moment, this ain't 6 months from now. This ain't a year from now, 3 years. This is now. This is real time. This is real time. And even though people are smiling and acting like it doesn't phase me and I ain't worrying about it, man, you don't know what the consequences of this is. You don't know what the revenge or retaliation to this is. You know what I'm saying? And I would hate to see anybody's children get put on display to be disrespected. And I'm just trying to be that outsider that's saying, man, listen, bro, um, you guys are powerful enough to sway the narrative. And I'm not gonna make this long, and this is not a big production, which is why the light is off. I'm about to actually get up and hit the gym or whatever. But I just really wanted to say this while I had time to say it because I felt like it needed to be said. Everybody don't want to see you guys go at it. Everybody don't want to see you guys pull each other kids and talk about each other's spouses. Everybody don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of times in the black sector, we think that everybody wants to be on the fuckery. Everybody wants to be about the bullshit. But man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. At first I didn't know the whole situation with the whole gravity takeout thing. And it like literally we got a mutual subscriber and she sent me your link and she said, hey, this is the situation. So I listened and I'm like, damn. My first thought wasn't shit. Me and Gravity Takeout has had some type of disagreements or whatever. But my first thought was, damn man, my condolences. It wasn't I could use this as content. It wasn't let me cheer and let me try to dissect it wasn't all that. It was like, damn, this is a brother that's going through this, man. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. My daughters got sick with C19, bro. Like when I tell you I was going, I felt a certain type of way. So I can't imagine like, none of them are, none of my kids are infants. So I don't know, man. Mr. Skinny, I know you're gonna do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I've never really had too much of a beef with you. I know, some things were said in the past, but I realized why those things were said. You were kind of a part of a group and at that particular time I was making some waves, so I understand you said what you said, but um bro, if you could just for 24 hours, man, let the man grieve. You know what I'm saying? I think that to me would send a shockwave throughout the YouTube streets and say, you there's a difference. There's a lot of people that's ready to, oh, let me expose this and expose that. And to me, let's expose being genuine. Let's expose being real. You know what I'm saying? Let's expose that, what, I ain't gonna even take it there. It's not even worth it. All the things that we could talk about for the next 24 to 48 hours. You know what I mean? We don't have to keep on doing this. And I get it. I'm just an outsider. I'm a dude you don't know from YouTube. A dude that's trying to be somewhat consistent on some type of message. I wish you guys the best. I wish you got your families the best. And I hope that you guys understand where I'm coming from. Again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your platform. I'm not trying to tell you how to speak. I'm just trying to tell you that an example can be set right now for everybody that's looking, for everybody that's expecting something to pop off. And for right now, at least for this second, you don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Let me be one of those guys that say from the I don't want to say from the bushes, but let me say from my foxhole, from my platform, you ain't even got to take it there. You know what I'm saying? You guys are talented enough, um, and God has blessed you guys with a gift to be able to promote content that people want to hear. You both have a following. You both have people that care about what you have to say. And right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. The best thing to say is, regardless of how we feel about one another, there is a child that has just passed away. There are parents that are grieving. Let's give them the respect. Let's give them the time to heal. There's other battles, other things that we can address, other content that we can make. And I think that sends a message to black women that these two black men get it. These two black men understand that, it ain't about going overboard. And some people may say the situation's already overboard. You one video too late. But like I said, I was debating if I wanted to address this, but I really wanted to just say, my condolences to Gravity Takeout and his family, and I'm hoping that you guys heal, and I'm hoping that you don't lose the energy to even try to promote anything positive. Mr. Skinny, um, you both have a gift, man, and I really wish that people could see more and take more from it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm hoping that you guys take it for what it's worth, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I see it from both standpoints and both point of views, and I know sometimes when you're going at each other's throat, it's all bets are off. You know what I'm saying? And people really want to take it there, and I do believe some people feelings probably got hurt, um, based on how things have went down and transpired, and that's why they're not giving any leeway or leverage in this situation. But there's a deceased kid, um, and I just think that if we as men um, stand on anything, if we believe in anything, I know we throw out the word integrity and loyalty and honor and all of that good stuff or whatever. Um, but this is really how you believe and what you think is right and wrong, and it has to be somebody within those comments to say, Gravity take out, heal, go heal. It's okay. You know what I mean? This platform will be here when you get back. Mr. Skinny, hey, listen, I understand how you're feeling. I understand that you know what I'm saying, you like, hey, that's the ops. But, I probably, well, definitely, if it comes across my platform, that somebody's lost their children, regardless, whether it's Kevin Samuels, Tommy, Kwame, or whoever, I'll be saying the same thing. Like, man, let that man grieve, let him heal. At least give him 24 to 48 hours, and just kind of show your platform, man. Like, I'm man enough to do that. The hell with what y'all think. I'm man enough to say, I'm not going to take it there right now. We can get back to the foolery and the shenanigans later, but right now I understand the severity of the situation. And that to me is what this video is about. Understanding the severity of the situation. I know people are rooting for those guys to go at it. I know they're rooting for those guys to take each other's heads off and expose their family and do all of this crazy stuff. But for 1 second, 1 day, can we honestly be on the same accord and say, man, let's just stop, ceasefire, chill? Can we stop rooting for the most negative stuff? Can we stop trying to act like, yeah, this is something real? This, bro, the stuff that it's a deceased kid. The only thing that we could do right now is pay our condolences and give our support. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Skinny don't have to like Gravity. Gravity don't have to like Mr. Skinny. But here's the thing, man. I heard somebody mention something about funeral cost or whatever. Mr. Skinny, it's like this, man. I don't know if you have his number, Gravity Takeout's number behind the scenes or whatever. But man, listen, man. I'm hoping that this situation hasn't gone too far. Um, and if for some reason he does need help burying his child, you know what I'm saying, his kid, his innocent kid, all of the donations that I see collected to go at him, to attack him or whatever, man, I'll be honest with you, man. It would be a great gesture to say, yo, here's $50 and $100 or whatever. So I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is or whatever. I'm gonna find out Gravity Takeout's Cash App and definitely put $50 on towards funeral costs or whatever. And again, me and Gravity, we've definitely had a rocky back, and almost like Cain and Abel type shit. You know what I mean? Um, but I think that you both are very talented, and I think that you both um, have people that's concerned about what you have to say. You know, and I think right now, the severity of the situation is bigger than any beef and any nonsense that we can promote that other people would want to see us do. I think right now we can be some type of example, if that makes sense to anybody. We could be some type of example, for anybody that's looking. A lot of times, we hear the younger guys saying, these older heads are not examples. And right now, Mr. Skinny, if you're listening to this, man, I don't know. This is a great opportunity to be like, yo, you know, ceasefire. Ceasefire. I'm gonna give you a couple days to grieve. Um, and I'm gonna be, I'm gonna lead this out. Gravity takes some time to heal, man. You know, you you don't have to be strong for YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I think most of all, your family needs you right now. And I think that you need yourself. You know what I'm saying? Um, I wish you guys the best. Um, from my point of view, this is reason enough to cause for a ceasefire. This is reason enough to not beef and not disrespect any other. Just stop. Make different content. Talk about something else. Just for the moment. Even if you don't even say that's what you're doing. Just because you know that if you was in that situation, you wouldn't want to have to deal with the loss of your child and combat people on YouTube. A lot of people don't disagree. A lot of people don't agree with how other people heal, but we're not in their situation. And even if you was in that situation, you're not in that situation right now. I wish you guys the best. I hope that you take in consideration what I said. Um, and that's it, man. God bless. Peace out.